Hello everyone. I saw a really cool video the other day. It's a Siri ad, and I wanted to start by showing it to all of you.
How you get answers.
Who was the Prime Minister of Britain in 1868?
The answer is Benjamin Disraeli.
Of course.
Oh, you knew that.
Find me a very expensive
coffee shop with outdoor seating.
and dance.
You can do almost anything just with your voice.
Play the #1 song from 1979.
So yeah, that's what's changed.
Looking at this ad really makes me remember how cool it would be if I can talk to any device and if computers can really converse. Maybe Siri can soon even write my boring emails for me. But then I look at the reality, and often I see something closer to this. However, maybe Siri just didn't get it right. Someone else must have figured it out. So I went out there and I looked at all the other solutions. How can you automate conversations? One of the leaders in this space is, of course, IBM. They built the Watson, and they won the Jeopardy. They must be good. They actually have an online demo. So I went out and I checked it. It's for ordering pizzas. It could not even get my toppings right. But I can't really blame companies like Siri, IBM, and so on. Conversation automation is extremely difficult. The reason is that human language is extremely complex. And it's simply not possible to build systems based on rules where you try to come up with all the possible questions and all the possible answers. There are simply too many ways to express the same. These kind of rule-based systems don't work. And we don't want to keep teaching our computers constantly. We want systems that can learn from data. We want true artificial intelligence. And this is, of course, what we are building at TrueAI. But we are a startup, and to teach a machine, you need a lot of data, and you need a good business case. So we looked around. What could we really do? And of course, we came up with a really good industry. Customer service is the perfect starting point for this. There's tons of logged data, and there's an urgent need to speed up the work. My friend Patrick works in customer service. He's every day answering to questions like this. He's getting the same question a lot of times, maybe in different words, but for instance, someone asking for details about their delivery is extremely common. He's using his system, in this case Intercom, to respond this by just typing the response and sending it away. What our technology does is that we insert into his interface suggestions. We are saying, instead of just typing, you can just choose one of the alternatives that we give. You can still use your own way of writing a message, but if you don't want this, you can also use our suggestions. And in most cases, Patrick will choose our suggestions because it makes his work much easier. So we have this system ready, and we went out and spoke with a lot of customers, potential companies and organizations. One of them was HMRC of Finland. We spoke with their head of customer service, Marianne, and she was pretty convinced, and she decided to give us her chat logs. What we did now is that our algorithm took a look at these chat logs. It analyzed them, finding common patterns, how humans typically respond in different situations. Based on this data, it can start now giving suggestions. The algorithm is based on deep learning, but we are not just using a framework. We are using our own research, applying deep learning algorithms to conversation automation. Very soon, Marianne has this algorithm working for all of her agents. And of course, her agents are becoming much faster at their job, while the customers are becoming much happier because they don't have to wait for these responses so much. Probably half of this room is full of investors. And I will soon be asked, where are we at? And no, we haven't automated investor conversations yet. We have an amazing team. I have the privilege to work with a co-author of the world's best deep learning professor, Joshua Bengio. One of our researchers is a UCL PhD. We have management experience from McKinsey, and I could go on. We are fully funded, and we have already built a prototype. This prototype gives these suggestions, and to 30% of the queries that customers are asking, it can even respond automatically. And, of course, Patrick, Marianne, and others can't wait to get started with our product. I want to see a world where customer service, the boring conversations in customer service, are automated, and really angry customers are dealt with by robots. And you and me can focus more on this kind of conversations. If this is of interest to you, please come to us after this talk. Thank you.